G'day guys and gal! Whether it be Michael Bay's Transformers having some hectic CGI battles or old Gundam cartoons that are still slapping, giant robotic mechas in any format are very cool. So it's no surprise that Warhammer 40k is full of them. Every faction has their own version of a big metallic thing that can absolutely throw down. Yet for some reason there always just seems to be a big catch. For the Imperium, dreadnoughts are only piloted by extremely wounded and mutilated Astartes, whilst only dead Eldar can pilot their Wraith units. Necron destroyers are generally insane, so it's refreshing to see the Tau once again coming in clutch with their common sense, making catch-free mechas that can seriously get shit done in a diverse cast of ways. I'm of course referring to the Tau Battlesuits. Today we'll go over the Tau Battlesuits, talking about what they are, when and why they were made, as well as some other fun facts about them. We'll then go over each different type of Tau Battlesuit and what makes each model unique. Let's get into it. In a galaxy full of gigantic death bugs, roided up super soldiers, and fungus that can bench press a truck, short blue people with eyes that have piss-weak depth perception just aren't gonna cut it. Unless they have mechas. Which they do, so that's why they're still around. Unlike the other races who are all in decline, hence struggle to build new shit, the Tau have been joyfully mass producing and improving upon their mecha technology for many years now, creating legions of units that can stand up and even surpass some of the Tau's most obnoxious enemies. Need to blow up a bitch from 100 kilometers away? There's a battlesuit for that. Need to absolutely shred some Tyranid tits in close range combat? There's a battlesuit for that. Need to punch a space marine so hard that his head explodes just to shut up the Warhammer fans that say Tau can't melee? There's a battlesuit for that. I'm not joking. More about the Onaga Gauntlet later. But I'm getting ahead of myself. When and why did the battlesuit first appear? Well, as we know, up until relatively recently, with the rise of Commander Farsight as well as the Onaga Gauntlet, the Tau despised melee combat. It was literally against their culture to engage in primitive hand-to-hand combat when they have laser, pulse, ion, and railgun technology. Can't really say I blame them. Hence the first Tau battlesuits, despite being arguably the most appropriate weapons of war for melee combat, were ironically designed to avoid it. By being mobile, agile, and packing a lot of firepower, Tau battlesuits could jump into combat, absolutely blow their load on your face, and then jump out of combat. The first prototype of a battlesuit was like Iron Man's Mark I. It was powerful and it achieved its design purpose, but it was slow and cumbersome. Hence, after years of research, the Tau created the T-Series. No, not that cringy corporate YouTube channel which may as well just be an Indian offshoot of the platform. This T-Series was faster, stronger, and packed more of a punch, like the Iron Man Mark II. A big technological development that allowed the T-Series to exist were the innovations in the anti-gravitic motors, which were these things that helped make battlesuits better. However, there was still work to be done, and the T-Series operated entirely on fossil fuels. Hence, after a bit more tweaking, the V-Series was created, a further improved battlesuit that used nuclear fission instead of oil to power the mechas. Unfortunately, the V-Series leaked a bit of radiation, hence all the battlesuit pilots were getting cancer, but after a bit more tweaking, this problem was solved. The battlesuits were proving themselves time and time again in combat, hence the investment in them continued. It's important to note that the Tau aren't afraid of invention and innovation like the Imperium is, hence they were full steam ahead, eventually creating the modern-day X-Series battlesuits after the invention of the repulsor jump jet technology, better anti-gravitic technology, and most importantly of all, the nanocrystalline alloy. If you don't know what any of that shit is or does, don't worry, neither do I. All you really need to know is that the alloy was more or less a Tau version of ceramite, making battlesuits equivalent to Astartes. As the Tau have encountered more diverse and deadly foes, they have created various X-Series variants to help deal with all the shit that the galaxy keeps flinging at them. Before I go through each type of battlesuit, what does a Tau have to do to actually earn the right to pilot a mecha in battle? After all, this shit ain't cheap. Only Fire Warriors, which are the soldier class of Tau society, are allowed to use battlesuits. However, the Farsight Enclaves has Earth caste members also in them, because the Farsight Enclaves aren't a bunch of racist fucks. But in general, Fire Warriors must progress deep through their trial by fire, fuck me, GW needs to work on their naming conventions, to even be eligible to pilot the smaller stealth suits. From there, they must continually prove themselves to eventually be allowed to pilot the classic XV8 Crisis battlesuits, and only upon completing the second trial by fire would they be allowed to lead a battlesuit squad. If a fire warrior becomes enough of a legend, he may even be granted the use of expensive experimental weaponry for his battlesuit, hence allowing for unique battlesuits to pop up. So special characters don't just have to look like run-of-the-mill generic warriors. But yeah, just like most things in life, if you want to pilot a wannabe Gundam, you gotta get good. So what kind of battlesuits are there? Well, we don't have much record about the shitty T-Series or even the V-Series battlesuits, but there are plenty X-Series to go around. First up is the XV02 Pilot Battlesuit. This suit is very unique, like only one has ever been made as far as I'm aware, as it's basically a normal set of armor that allows a Tau to directly interface with whatever vehicle he is piloting. This is very similar to how the Mechanicus Tech Priests do their shit. The Tau who uses this battlesuit, Long Strike, can literally become one with a ship that he is flying, hence he is an ace pilot. Next up is the significantly more common XV-15 stealth suit, which is a small yet high-tech mecha that allows the Tau piloting them to go invisible. These stealth teams will then penetrate deep into the vulnerable orifices of the enemy territory. If the Tau are going to ambush you, sabotage you, or just shit in your cereal, chances are they'll be wearing a stealth suit when they do it. The XV-22 stealth suit is an experimental variant currently only used by a small handful of Tau commanders, as it is expensive and difficult to manufacture. The XV-15 stealth suit is actually in the process of being replaced by the newer and better XV-25 stealth suit. This is due to the fact that some Ultramarines were able to capture some XV-15s and uncover its weaknesses, hence making the Tau shit the bed enough to innovate a new suit, so there you go. There's also the XV-17 battlesuits that have fuck all lore, but apparently they're good at infiltrating, so yeah. Moving onwards, we have the XV-26 Vanguard Void Battlesuit, which accurately describes what this battlesuit does. It's designed for void warfare, mostly exploring space hulks. These void battlesuits contain a shitload of miniaturized technology, focused around the more close-quarter combat nature of a space hulk. Finally, we have the first real mecha on this list, the XV-9 Crisis Battlesuit, which is the Ultramarine of battlesuits. Combining speed, strength, agility, and a shitload of firepower, the Crisis battlesuits are carrying the team very hard when it comes to staying relevant on the galactic stage. This battlesuit has a shitload of variants, including the Iridium variant, which basically covers the cockpit of a Crisis suit in a powerful Iridium alloy. This was made in response to the Imperium constantly just sniping battlesuit commanders with high caliber weaponry that could easily penetrate the suit's hulls. Then there is the XV-81 and the XV-84 variants, which only serve to add more firepower to the suit, such as a smart missile system and other cool sci-fi stuff. A much doper variant is the Enforcer battlesuit, which is larger, faster, sleeker, and carries bigger guns. Basically better in every way, hence only special Tau commanders can use these. The Cold Star variant has been modified for void warfare, so much more airtight. Next up is the XV-88 Broadside battlesuit, which sacrifices mobility and agility for a shitload more firepower. Think of these as walking artillery pieces rather than battle mechas. After that, we have the XV-9 Hazard battlesuit, which is basically just a better version of the Crisis battlesuit. However, it's a lot harder to use, which has caused some of the Tau Zoomers disapprove of its more hipster design. The pinnacle of Tau stealth technology is the XV-95 Ghost Keel battlesuit. Unlike normal stealth suits, which have to make quite a few sacrifices in order to remain camouflaged, the Ghost Keel is able to bring its whole arsenal to bear whilst being even more stealthy. It can avoid nearly all sensors, cannot be seen by the eye, and even when revealed, can't be locked onto. If you want to expose and pin a Ghost Keel down, it will launch a fuckload of flares and electronic pulses to throw you off, allowing it to escape or just straight up blow you to kingdom come, with its girthy cannons. Not one to mess with. Another fan favorite, we now have the XV-104 Riptide battlesuit. This boy is a chungus and a half. Towering over the Crisis suits, the Riptides are the new playthings for the Tau Empire. The fact that this runs on a dark matter nova reactor should really spell how far the Tau technology has come since they were using literal oil to run these things. A lot of Riptide suits, as well as their variants such as the Rivana and Uvrara, use new spicy weaponry. However, prototypes generally have a few bugs and glitches to sort out, just like how the Total War Warhammer 3 launched with a bunch of bugs that Total War Warhammer 2 spent years fixing. The Riptides are back to giving their pilots low-key cancer if they push them too hard. Ah well, what's a bit of cheeky cancer compared to holding off a horde of parasitic space dinosaurs? Next up is the KV-128 Storm Surge, belonging to a new class of battlesuits, these being ballistic suits. This is a walking guns platform, acting a lot like the Broadside battlesuits, but much bigger. They are the Broadside equivalent, but for the Riptides, if that makes sense. Like, fuck it, it doesn't matter. All you need to know is that this thing will one-shot you so bad that your parents will feel it years later. And finally, the KX-139 Tauna Supremacy armor. Holy shit, this thing slaps. It's the closest thing the Tau have to a Titan, and it is designed to wipe out Imperial Knights and smaller Titans. Like a Titan, this thing is not very agile or mobile, which doesn't matter. It's not designed to fight hectic fucking anime battles. It's designed to stand there and absolutely shred the ever-living shit out of the bad guys. Look at that triple cannon on its back, god damn dude. It seems like as time goes on, more of these ballistic K-series battlesuits are popping up, and I for one am keen to see the first ever genuine Tau Titan when the Mad Lads decide to put one together. I mentioned the Onaga Gauntlet before, which is a melee weapon variant for battlesuits, and I want to quickly talk about it. When Commander Farsight started vibing with melee combat, he commissioned the Earthcast to create power fists that could be attached to Crisis battlesuits. Hence, Farsight was no longer the only Tau that could melee. The Gauntlet stores a huge amount of potential energy, which is unleashed when it connects with its target, allowing Crisis battlesuits to punch through enemy tanks with ease. However, as melee is still against Tau beliefs, this effective weapon is pretty rare. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then Patreon is the place to be. We're only $1 per month to give you access to a boatload of hentai, including, what do you know, big titty Tau girlfriend stuff. Hit the subscribe button, then hit the real subscribe button for more mecha content. Join the Discord for more memes, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.